Sports is not just about stardom and success, but also about moolah. Especially the modern day athletes are among some of the richest in the world. But 2020 saw the earnings of some of the top athletes take a beating due to the outbreak of COVID-19. Several sporting events, including Tokyo Olympics, were cancelled or postponed for the first time since World War II. When it comes to the top 9 highest paid athletes of 2020, Swiss tennis superstar Roger Federer tops the list according to Forbes. Roger earned a total of $106.3 million in 2020, with only $6.3 million was from his salary and winnings. The 20-time Grand Slam champion, who is arguably the greatest tennis player of all time, earned $100 million from endorsements. Second on the list is Juventus and Portugal superstar Cristiano Ronaldo, with an earnings of $105 million. The 5-time Ballon d'Or winner earns loads of money through endorsements and was the highest paid athlete in 2016. But in 2020, he earned $60 million from his salary, while his income from endorsements stood at $45 million. Ronaldo's arch-rival, Lionel Messi, who topped the list in 2019, now finds himself at the third spot with an earning of $104 million. The Barcelona talisman bagged $72 million from his salary, while his income from endorsements stood at $32 million. Fourth on the list is the Brazilian superstar Neymar, with the earnings of $95.5 million in 2020. The PSG ace earned $70.5 million from his salary, while his income from endorsements stood at $25 million. Los Angeles Lakers small forward Lebron James comes fifth on the list with an earnings of $88.2 million in 2020. The 4-time NBA champion and 4-time NBA Finals MVP earned $28.2 million from his salary, while his income from endorsements stood at $60 million. Golden State Warriors Steph Curry comes next on the list with an earnings of $74.4 million in the calendar year 2020. The 3-time NBA champ earned $30.4 million from his salary, while his income from endorsements stood at $44 million. At number 7 is US basketball player Kevin Durant, who earned $63.9 million in 2020 despite being out of action after tearing his Achilles. Durant, who is considered as one of the best scorers in NBA history, earned $28.9 million from his salary, while his income from endorsements stood at $35 million. Next on the list is US golf player Tiger Woods, who earned $62.3 million in 2020. Tiger Woods earned $2.3 million from his salary, while his income from endorsements stood at $60 million. Last but not the least, in the list of top 9 highest paid athletes in 2020 is American football player Kirk Cousins, who earned $60.5 million. Cousins bagged $58 million from his salary, while his income from endorsements stood at $2.5 million. While these were the top 9 highest paid athletes of 2020, it is also important to mention that the 100 highest paid athletes earned a combined $3.6 billion in 2020, which is 9% below 2019 and the first decline in their earnings since 2016.